What's going on, everybody? If you like what we're throwing down here at Anime Cherry Bomb, I'd like to remind you to follow, like, comment on SoundCloud, sub, 5-star review us on iTunes, sub, like, comment on YouTube, and don't forget to follow that Instagram, Anime Cherry Bomb. See you in 2 seconds.
Welcome to Anime Cherry Bomb, where we review all your favorite anime and sometimes your least favorite anime. I'm the one destined to be alone, Jay, and with me is the Western Shinma, Aaron. Aaron, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. It's just, a little tired, but
Yeah, and I'm a little bit sick under the weather, but we gotta get going.
the show must go on.
Yeah. So what anime are we gonna be talking about this week?
We are talking about the instant anime classic, Vampire Princess Miyu.
Yeah, the literal classic.
Yeah.
So, do you have the synopsis ready?
Yes. So this is from the wiki. Stranded in a space between the human world and the demon underworld, the series' central characters are a Japanese vampire girl named Miyu and her Western Shinma companion, Larva. She's the daughter of both a human being and a Shima. Miyu was born a vampire, and as such, she has awakened as the guardian whose destiny is to hunt down all stray Shima and send them back to the darkness. Charged with the responsibility of returning the evil demons away. Before turning 15 years old, she yearns to return to the darkness herself, but not until only she has banished all Shima from Earth.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. We get a little bit more on her backstory and all that stuff later on in the anime.
I'm gonna count on you to
talk about that.
Yeah, to
okay.
fill me in on that, because we ran into a weird hiccup in this.
Yeah, this was like one of the more difficult animes for us to watch because I should have looked it up beforehand, but the YouTube videos that we were supposed to watch, a lot of them didn't have subs. And so we were forced to watch some of the dub ones on YouTube, and they were just complete and utter terrible quality.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was the way that the videos were is like they had like a vignette over it.
Yeah.
And they were like brighter for some reason. They were zoomed in and they were sped up. So there was like four things.
Copyright.
Yeah, to avoid all the copyright, yeah. And so yeah, it was not fun to watch.
But who would copyright strike like an 80s anime like that? That's what I don't really or 90s.
I mean, the license is still, I think, active.
Is it still active? Oh,
yeah, I think the Section 23 owns the license right now. So I think that's what they're called. Let me look real quick. Yeah, Section 23 Films owns the license.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, it's a subsidiary of them.
Okay.
All right, so, well, since I'm already talking about it, let's jump into the facts.
Yeah.
So, Vampire Princess Miyu is an action supernatural horror anime released in 1997. How old were you in 1997?
4.
I was 6. And there are 26 episodes. It's based on the manga written and directed by Toshihiko Hirano, and it was illustrated by Narumi Kakinoichi. And one anime that they've worked on together was Urasai Yatsura. Have you heard of Urasai Yatsura? Yeah, that classic, like the original waifu, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say Plum. Or Lum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an anime that we should cover. Do you know what that anime is about?
No, I don't actually, but I do know the author is very famous. I'm pretty sure it's Rumiko Takahashi.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's done a lot of good work.
Yeah. Well, just briefly talk about it, because that's the only anime that I put on that they worked on together. It's about like I guess aliens invade Earth, and The aliens give the Earthlings a chance to like take their home planet back, and so they do like a variation of tag to get their planet back. So they pick like the main dude, and the alien race people pick the
Yeah.
main alien's daughter, which is
Yeah,
Lum, and he's supposed to touch her horns, and he has like 5 days to do it, and it's like on the fourth day, I think the main dude's girlfriend like says like, I'll marry you if you can accomplish this or whatever, right? And so on the last day, the main guy like rips the girl's top off, and so she covers up to hide her modesty, and that's when he gets his chance to touch her horns, and then Lum mistakenly thinks that that's also a marriage proposal, so she moves into his house.
Yeah, there you go.
And then comedy
ensues.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
So yeah, that's probably an anime that we should
Cover.
in the future. There's a lot of episodes to that one. There's like over 100.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say.
And one thing that I found interesting, that it was actually rebooted like in 2008.
I know that.
Like more episodes were made in like 2008 or something like
That's
that.
pretty neat.
Yeah. So it'll be cool to go to that one. So this was, like I said, this was directed by Toshihiko Hirano. The studio was AIC. Do you know what AIC stands for?
No.
Anime International Corporation or Company.
Company.
And they're responsible for Tenchi Universe, Heaven's Lost Property,
There you
and
go.
an anime that we covered, Haramusuko Wandering Sun.
Oh, okay. That's a
Good one.
pretty high caliber.
Yeah, go check out that podcast if you want to know more about that one. It was licensed by Made in Japan. It's a subsidiary of Section 23 Films. The music was done by Kenji Kawai. Does that name sound familiar?
It does. What
Okay.
do you do? Yeah.
So he's done Ranma Half. He's done Mobile Suit Gundam 00, and he's done Mob Psycho 100.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's the surprising one. We've actually covered Mob Psycho before, so
Again, go check out that one.
yeah, go check out that one if you want to know more about that one.
Yeah, that's before we move on from it, I really love. I'm a sucker for like traditional Japanese
Music?
like music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the soundtrack to this anime is really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I looked up the OST. Like I always look up the OST
Yeah.
if they have it on YouTube, and it's very, very good. I would listen to it like in my car if
Yeah.
I had the CD.
All right.
I'm sure that's collectible. But it's the soundtrack. The music is very cool. It's like a lot of strings, a lot of wind instruments. Very soft.
It's a very traditional
Yeah.
anime.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty like spooky a little bit.
Oh
a
yeah.
little more haunting, I guess. Not
Yeah.
spooky. All right, so the opening song is called Shinma no Kodoi, Doi, and it's by Kagura. I didn't look up any of what these people have done because they're like super old, so I don't know.
Right.
I don't really know if they've done anything else. The ending song is called Miyu Yachihio by Saiko Suzuki. And the last episode of the anime has a special ending called Manu Maro Tamari Uta, and that's by Miki Nagasawa.
Okay.
So, as for cross media, there's the manga. There's a few spin-off mangas as well. There's another vampire princess, and she's named Yui.
Yeah.
And then there's like another one called The Wanderer, and then
Like, there's a whole bunch.
yeah, there's a whole bunch of manga related to this anime. There's also an OVA, and the OVA came out like almost 10 years before this one, so that's even older than this anime. It's
Yeah.
came out like in 88 or something like that. I also saw that there's an art book. And one really cool thing that I noticed on eBay is that there was actually a trading card set.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and what's really cool about it is it's not, well, they're trading cards. There's no game involved in it, and it's just like stills from the anime. And some of the backs would make like a big image.
That's
So
dope.
if you collected them all, you get like a big image of like Miyu and Lava together.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So I was I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I might buy like a few packs or something like that.
Can you?
Yeah, there's like I saw on eBay that there's some packs, like brand new packs still.
For how much?
It wasn't that expensive. A guy was selling a complete set for like $200.
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
and I was like, I'm not
Nah.
gonna spend that. I don't think anybody's gonna spend that.
Some big Vampire Miyu fans out there.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's all I really have for the facts. Do you wanna just jump into the topics? Got
Yeah.
anything general to say?
I honestly really wish that we could have found a higher quality of this because
I know.
I was really enjoying the sub.
Uh-huh.
Just because how old it sounded, it was
Yeah.
really like fun for me. And then as soon as we got to the dub, and it was sped up and stuff, it was like,
Yeah, and then like the dub is like almost everybody is pretty flat
Oh,
in the
yeah.
anime. Like, I don't know if it was like they were trying to go for like some sort of like like atmosphere or something like that with like how mundane everybody sounded, but yeah, I don't think it worked really well.
the one standout being Wendy Lee.
Yeah, she played Reiha.
Yeah, and she
And even though she's actually a really good like voice actor, I don't think her performance in this anime
was that. I think it was
it was probably one of her early works, huh?
Yeah, but it was way better than everybody else. What everyone else was doing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like I said, I don't think it was her. I think it's not any of like her top shelf work,
I know.
but she was way better than
Miyu.
everyone else. Yeah, it was really bad.
Hmm.
Um.
I actually was kind of fond of Lava's English voice actor.
Oh yeah, he actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he just he didn't have any flavor to it. He was just talking monotone the whole time, but he had a cool voice.
Yeah,
He's actually like an Irish guy from what I read.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, not like we were talking about it before. Like we might revisit this one.
Yeah. I'm actually tempted to buy the DVDs. I think you said you also would like
Yeah.
probably get your hands on some of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know Section 23. I think they did like a box set so that you could buy the whole thing.
Yeah, I would love to give this one a more fair shake.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, I don't know. The anime is not really too offensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. From what I could watch, I enjoyed it. A lot of it's repetitive.
Yeah.
But that's just like it seems more repetitive because of the low quality and like you're like it's kind of like I was forcing myself to watch this
Yeah.
because of how bad the quality was, and it made it not as enjoyable as I would have
Want it
liked.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see that.
All right, so let's just jump into the facts then. Art and cinematography.
All right. So cinematography is gonna be hard
Because of all the filters they use on the YouTube
and
videos.
even art too. But
yeah, art a little bit.
But from what we saw, it's actually fairly generic for.
Yeah, it definitely looks old. It's not ugly though. It definitely like you said, some of the monsters I think look really lame and generic looking.
Oh, like one of my favorite ones is the like the dog monster,
Oh, okay, yeah,
the dog Shina, the dog Shima, and then the cat Shima.
yeah,
Especially the cat Shima just looks like a like a cat like a cat person,
yeah, exactly.
like very uninspired designs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I remember, I think the movie there was like an episode that I didn't watch, and the monster was like a movie related thing. Like it was like a haunted film machine, film reel or whatever, and it was just like a black outline of somebody.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it wasn't an outline, but it was just like a black, like a shadow looking person.
Right. That's
And
weird.
I was like, okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
I think the best one was probably the episode 1 monster, the chameleon looking thing.
Oh yeah, that thing looked neat.
Yeah, I think that was the best looking one out of all the Shinma.
Yeah, but even then, it was just like its biggest quality was like it's a big monster.
Yeah, I know, right? A big chameleon.
Yeah. Uh,
But as for like the regular like everyday characters, they all look pretty bland. I think the best design was probably Lava without his mask.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's probably definitely on like my husbando list now. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even though, did you watch the episode with where they talk a little bit about Lava's past
Is that the one?
with the boat, like the
Yeah, like he
pirate
was.
ship?
Yeah, yeah.
You think Lava is gay
Maybe
with that guy? I don't know.
could be. It was. It
Could
was
be
like
like a strong friendship or something. I don't know. But they were getting really close to each other.
Yeah. Right.
Not that I have a problem with it. He's still on my husbando list.
Boy, it gives even better reason to be on your husband list.
I know, right? All right, for cinematography, I mean, you can't ask much for this because like it's late 90s.
Yeah.
It's like they're not really thinking too much about like what a shot means or what something like that. But some things that I did point out or that I wrote down was like Miyu transforming into her like Princess Miyu outfit, like from her school uniform
Yeah.
to her Princess Miyu outfit was pretty cool. It was like she would. Have you ever seen it? I think they only show it a few times.
Yeah. Well, the one that comes to mind, it's like in the mannequin episode, like he looks down at her and she's gone,
Uh-huh.
and then you hear the flute.
Oh yeah, and then she just appears.
Yeah, like that. Is it a different?
Yeah, it's different than that. I think they only show it like once.
Uh,
But she's like in her school uniform, and then like she gets engulfed in fire,
That's so tight.
and then it like dissipates, and then she's in her outfit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Sailor Moon esque
Yeah.
kind of deal. Also, one thing that I thought was interesting is that in like one of the last episodes, Miyu actually kills Chisato's brother.
Oh God.
Yeah, because like I'll get to it later, but they fight like on a crucifix.
Jesus.
Like in one of the dimensions, and Miyu kills him with like fire, and he like falls on the crucifix like as if he's being crucified.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, and I had to write that one down. But that with like all the filters that were on YouTube, we can't really tell much more than
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Did you write anything for
No, I
cinematography?
didn't write anything.
Oh, okay.
It was really rough going.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so
Favorite characters.
so favorite characters.
We'll do favorites this time because least is like I have like a general thing.
Okay. So for favorite characters, I have Chisato.
Okay.
I just really like how fun and upbeat that character is.
Like she's like an airhead kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially like in the like in the first episode, like when she really wants to make friends with Miyu.
Yeah, even though she is like a weirdo.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then I don't know. There's like just some scenes with the friendship
Uh-huh.
bracelet. It's just really like random.
Yeah. Like you still have it? Yeah, I got it.
Hey,
Hey.
mid class. Really really funny. And then also I really liked Reiha.
Yeah, Reiha
too.
was cool.
Just overall her like aesthetically, I know we said like most of them were boring. I think she probably has the most like cool design out of
Yeah.
all the generic designs in there.
Yeah, and she's super powerful too.
Oh
With
yeah.
her snow power, she was like in the last 5 episodes, like we really see like how powerful she is. She covered the whole town in snow,
Oh Jesus.
trying to draw out Miyu for like a final fight kind of thing.
Oh God.
Yeah, so she is actually really powerful.
And that's all I have for real favorite characters.
For me, I think Lava was pretty cool. Like I said before,
Yeah.
like he does like most of the work for Miyu.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like Miyu hardly ever does any like real combat. It's like all lava, and then Miyu just like
flames them.
flames them. And we learn later on that lava could actually do the fire too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've caught it, but their blood mixed together when they fought initially when
Yeah.
they first met. So he has some of her power as well.
That's funny.
He just doesn't like using the fire because it reminds him of how he lost to Miyu.
No.
Like that's the only time he lost a battle was to Miyu. I think I have another favorite. Hold on. Sheena was okay. The bunny.
Oh, yeah.
I like her eye.
Yeah, right?
It's like a weird juxtaposition. Like when her ear covers it, she looks all cute. Like you'd want to stuff an animal of it. But then when she lifts the eye to like dispel stuff, I guess that's what she's for, right?
Yeah.
It's to like break like spells or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks really cool. I think it's fitting.
Yeah, I always love mascot
Characters.
like that in anime. Like I'm kind of sad that like nowadays there aren't as many out there anymore.
Oh yeah.
'Cause it's really cheesy to have them in. It just got so outplayed like over the years where it just anime you needed something.
Sidekick.
Yeah, psychic
You
to
needed
sell.
Pikachu or
Yeah, exactly.
something like that.
But then they found out they can just put the girls in swimsuits and sell those. So they're like,
Sell a million figures.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Do you have any underutilized characters?
No.
I actually have
Yeah.
one, and it's Matsukaze, the doll that Hawk carries.
Oh, okay.
I put him under it because he like all he does is really talk, and we don't really see him. We only see him in action once in the
Mhm.
anime, and I'm assuming you didn't see him
Yeah.
fight. And he dies in that fight.
Oh my
The
god.
one time that he actually does fight, he dies.
Oh my god. And that's also played by the woman who does Izzy's voice from
For
Digimon.
Digimon, yeah.
Also thought did a pretty funny job, even though like all of their voice lines are like just almost like side jabs. Like they don't
Yeah.
really get a lot of lines.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the voice acting was actually pretty.
Yeah, it matched pretty
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
Like all he would say is like, "Oh, this is a job for a real Shinma or something like that," or
Yeah.
you're just gonna let that Shinma go?
Yeah. It was like just weird side comments.
You're too lenient to humans. All right.
Just
So
did it one voice session. I gotta just get all of them done.
all the lines done in one session. Yeah, pretty much. What about least favorite? Do you have any least favorite?
I was just gonna say, it's like, and let's just do it in one shot. Pay me in cash. I don't even want to go to the bank. Yeah. So, it being really like the monster of the week type of anime,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the characters are one-offs.
Yeah.
So one of my two least, or I guess three least favorite one-off characters, or one of like the psychic brother and sister.
Okay.
I just said that probably is like my least favorite episode, because to me it
With
felt like
the orphans, right?
the orphans.
Yeah.
It felt like the most like disjointed of
Okay.
the ones that I watched,
All right.
and it's just I don't know, there's something about them where like they're like I get the distrust that he had of everybody because he can
Read minds.
read minds.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know. There's something about that, especially about the guy character.
Yeah. There's something off about it. Maybe it's because he's like, kind of like he's just afraid of like being put into like his sister being put into like a mental institution. And
Yeah.
all this like stress that he has probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's something just not something I can't put my finger on what I don't like about him,
Mhm.
but I can understand why he's like that.
Yeah.
And the other character I really didn't like, and I didn't really understand. Like I thought the escalation happened a little too fast, even though it was warranted. Was the guy from the Black Cat episode?
Okay. Yeah.
Like almost immediately he was like, "Yeah, I don't like you with this cat,"
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh, she's just sleeping with the cat. There's like nothing Like nothing crazy has happened yet,
I know.
and he was already getting like really defensive about it.
There's a lot of cat hair in the bed.
Yeah, there was like
Don't worry, I'll clean it up.
it was like so weird. And then I know later on it like his aggressiveness does get like justified, but up until that point it was like you're just like I felt like he was just like a controlling like dick at that point.
Yeah.
Because it's like just let us sleep with the cat. There's no it's not harming you.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's all I have for least favorite.
I put like a general of like everyone else is just like pretty meh
Yeah,
in the anime.
I can see that.
So yeah, nobody too outstanding, nobody too completely terrible, but yeah, it's just a general thing.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so least favorite episode. What was your least favorite?
My least favorite episode, I think it's the one. Well, I have two. The first one is when the Shinma turns like lures the women from the subway and makes them into mannequins.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't like that episode because of the ending.
Oh yeah, so this anime has a lot of dark endings.
Yeah, it does.
And so it's like if it was any other anime, I was expecting like, all right, well she's gonna turn them back normal.
Yeah.
And she's like, well,
I have nothing I can do for them. So I'm
at
just
least
gonna leave
like
them here. I know. I was like, at least burn them or something.
yeah, just let them suffer. It's fine.
Yeah, just let them sit there crying for eternity.
Oh my god,
What a terrible fate that would be.
because it was really funny too. There in that episode when they're fighting, and then he cuts the one head off, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, she's dead.
But
And no,
she's
not.
still alive.
Oh my god,
She's just there crying.
that sucks.
Yep. What about you? Do you have another least favorite?
Yeah, mine was like like I said,
The orphan one.
The orphan one.
Do you have any other?
No, not really. I don't really feel like a lot of the like you said about the characters. I don't feel too strongly about disliking any of the
Okay.
episodes.
All right. So did you watch the episode with the author guy? Like the guy that's like about to write a book?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I put that one as like my least favorite episode because like I feel like Miyu like was intervening in that one for like no reason, just for no other reason than the lady was a Shinma.
Right.
Like she wasn't even doing anything bad with the guy. She was just like helping him pay for food or something. Because the guy was like a loser. He was like wasn't doing anything with his life. His wife left him. His kid doesn't like him.
Yeah. Right.
So I felt like that was like kind of a jerk thing to do for Miyu to like intervene and just kill the person and then and then kill the guy too at the end.
Yeah. It doesn't make. I don't know. There's some things that didn't make sense to me. Like that was one of them. Also.
Yeah. It's like okay, she's a Shinma. Yeah, sure, kill her, and then
Is she the horror version of Charge Man Ken?
maybe, I don't know. Just brutally kill everybody.
Yeah.
No reason. For that episode at least, yeah.
I just think about just the mission complete after the dude shoots himself.
I know, right? All right. So that's all I really have for like least favorite episode.
Like I said, I really want to revisit this anime.
Yeah, eventually we'll probably revisit it.
Yeah, because I felt like I need to give this anime a more fair shake. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. What about favorites? Do you have a favorite episode?
Yes. So we talked about earlier the mannequin episode. I actually did really enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the whole like concept of like abducting people and turning them into mannequins.
Mm-hmm.
Then you also get that really funny B plot of Chisato trying to become friends
with Miyu.
Yeah. I like stuff like that. Like I don't get like so I was expecting like somehow that B line to get woven into the mannequin one.
Oh, okay.
Like one of the friends was gonna get abducted, and then that's what caused them to be friends.
Okay.
but not that much thought was put into it.
Yeah.
I actually really like the scene where the guy goes to pick up Miyu. Like he goes not knowing it's Miyu, goes and try to pick her up,
Yeah.
and then he get like then they start fighting. And one of my favorite lines is in it after he has her like tied down. He's like yeah, you're a little young for my tastes. And he goes, ugh. So now he's like, I gotta go out and buy teen clothes.
Yeah. he's all disdain about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't really want to do it.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that episode. It was fairly entertaining. And then so I think I was mentioning this to you earlier. So the cat episode does something very cool, and it might, for you describing some of the episodes later, they also do it a little bit later also. But I really enjoy that Miyu was the secondary character in that episode.
Okay, yeah.
Like the whole episode is focusing on this the husband and wife who get their neighbor's cat, their neighbors who killed themselves.
Yeah.
The murder suicide. And then they get the cat, and horror ensues.
Yeah.
But I really liked how, like I said, like she was like in the back, like she was in the background the whole episode until the end where she had to kill the Shima.
Yeah.
I also just like how ridiculous the episode is where after she like stabs him, she's like, "Oh my god, I stabbed him." Well, let me just topple over the like how they threw themselves off a balcony. I wouldn't do it the way that those people did it.
Just like
punch
over,
just flop their bodies over.
Yeah, freaking quapple over the thing.
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. Like that is, I don't know. Like I guess that's one way to do it.
Yeah,
and there's many ways to skin a cat. But yeah, I don't know, for some reason it just looked really funny of just like the toppling over the railing.
Yeah, like they have like, I don't know. It's like what is that one game where like you just not quapple. There's another game. I think it's like Man Fall Over or something like that. It reminds me of that, where like it feels like they have no control of their limbs.
You sure it's not
Yeah, I know it's that one, but there's another game.
There's another game. Oh, okay. Are you sure it's not co-op? And then, so what was some of your favorite episodes, Jay?
All right, so for me, pretty much the last 5 episodes are my favorite because of like we get some backstory about Reiha and Miyu and like what Matsukaze is, and it's pretty interesting. Like so I guess I can explain it to you since you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So back in whatever time that Miyu was born, there was like a traveling circus, and that would always go around to Miyu's town, and Miyu's dad was also a guardian from what I could tell, and before he died, he distilled the power into Miyu, but he put it like he put like a barrier around her that wouldn't be released until like a ritual was complete, and that's what the circus was for. Like they would come into town and then like when the time was right, they'd perform like this thing so that Miyu could awaken as the guardian. And Reiha was actually part of that circus. Yeah. Her parents were like already dead, I think. She might have had a dad, but like it was just like a father figure kind of person. I don't think it was a real dad. And the reason Reiha doesn't like Miyu is because when her like dad quote unquote died while doing like the ritual thing, his last words were about Miyu and not about her.
Damn, that's cold.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, Miyu," and then Reiha was like right there, and Reiha was like, last words about Miyu, like I will never forgive you about this. And whatchamacallit, before the dad died, he gave the doll to Reiha. Reiha already had the doll, but the guy had this is your dad.
Oh.
And so like That's what Masukaze is like her last memories of the dad before he died.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. and then Matsukaze dies in the fight with Reiha or with Miyu. It's another creepy thing is that when Matsukaze dies, he bleeds. He cries blood,
Oh,
and he's like all crispy because he got burned.
oh, poor guy.
Yeah. And then the people that were trying to like stop the ritual, they're called like the birds, and so like that's the people that killed her dad, Miyu's dad, and like the where the anime takes place, and it turns out that Chisato, her family are the birds.
Oh my god.
So there's a twist at the end that Chisato, her brother, her parents, they're all like trying to kill Miyu, like, and the only thing that prevented Chisato from like finding out about it was those Lucky Charm things. The guy that sold it to them, he's also part of the birds.
Oh,
And
good.
that guy ends up fighting Lava.
Oh, Jesus.
So Lava fights like a whole army at the end.
Oh my god.
There's like hell of people that he's fighting, and he kills all of them. And Miyu is fighting Chisato. Chisato also kills the other two classmates. The glasses girl was the first one she killed,
Oh god.
and then she kills Yukari.
Why did they kill them?
Well, those two were like sneaking, like trying to figure out what Miyu was.
Uh-huh.
Like they actually saw her go into like another dimension, and they're like, "What the hell is going on?" She just walked into a mirror, and so they tried to go into the mirror, but they couldn't. And then Miyu like came out, and she was like, "What's going on?" And it makes you think that like Miyu's the one that killed him, but the twist was that Chisato killed him.
Oh.
And it's pretty confusing kind of stuff, but it's actually really, I don't want to get like too into it, but
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting, and I really enjoyed the last episodes. There's some fights.
And this all happens in the last few episodes?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
like it's all a linear kind of thing.
Okay.
It's like we learn about the backstory, and then it's an episode about Chisato's brother, and then Miyu kills him. And then it's like a little bit more backstory about like Miyu's mom and dad and all that stuff. Well, you don't really see too much about the dad.
Yeah.
I don't think you see him at all in the anime. You only see her mom and the birds and all that stuff. So it's pretty interesting. More about it.
So that does make me really sad. Because I did actually really like the two other friend characters as well.
Mm-hmm. And there's also a pretty sad and creepy ending that I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay.
It's like after the credits and everything. Well, not after the credits, but like after the special ending song.
Yeah.
There's like
An after
thing, and,
Okay.
and it's pretty creepy because at the beginning of the last episode, you see the song is playing, and Miyu is like bouncing a ball, like in her like dimension world, whatever she goes to. And at the end, they continue, like she's holding the ball, and then something happens, and it's creepy. But yeah, that's all I really have for the last favorites. Just the last 5.
I mean, it actually gets me more intrigued to
go
actually,
watch it
yeah,
again. Yeah, it's
go
actually pretty interesting.
dig back into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have any final thoughts before we head into the wrap up?
I wish we had better quality videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So I apologize for that. I should have looked at it first before picking this anime, but I still enjoyed what I watched.
Well, at least now we have a rule of thumb of if it's YouTube, we have to make sure that
There's sub for all of them.
yeah,
Or like
or quality at least
quality.
Yeah, quality assurance of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't really even mind watching it in the small corner box.
Yeah, I didn't mind that either. It's just
As long as it's dubbed, like if it's a sub in a small corner box, I'm gonna have trouble with
reading it.
reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I did really, like I said, I do really want to give it another fair shake to this anime.
Yeah, we'll probably eventually come back to this. Maybe next Halloween I'll pick it again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Once I bought a copy and I bought you a copy or something.
I know. All right. So accessibility.
So it's not going to be for everyone because it hasn't aged too well, and there's a lot of people that die in this anime, so it's not for kids either.
Yeah.
So, but if you're into this kind of stuff, it's actually pretty cool. I actually really like this anime.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was fun.
But I would recommend buying DVDs if you're going to watch it.
Oh, yeah. You could probably find it cheap somewhere, I would assume.
Yeah. I don't think it was too expensive when I looked up on eBay. I think it was probably like less than $30 for the complete set.
That's like a really good average.
Yeah. And it's a pretty lengthy anime, so. And okay, what's the
rewatchability?
Yeah, I would watch it again.
I won't say it's high, but yeah, it is. I would rewatch it again.
Yeah.
Like I really want to, I guess, watch it.
Yeah, you haven't really watched the whole thing, so.
Yeah, exactly. I do want to watch more.
Mm-hmm.
Just that I couldn't. We've talked about it before. But like, I guess we talked about it like during ping pong club, or like my tolerance. I have like very low tolerance for like low quality. Like I won't even say it's low quality. I love low quality anime. But there's something about how like ping pong club was more of what was happening. Like the threshold of the comedy was really bad.
Yeah.
So I couldn't stand it. This one was like visually it was bad because of the trying to get around censors, and
yeah,
it was really hard for me to get into. Like it made it like you said, like you had to force yourself to watch every episode.
Yeah, you couldn't really get into it like you said.
Yeah, and it was really hard to like care. But like I said, I am going to give this one another fair shakes.
Yeah.
A change you would make.
So, for me, I wish that the fights with the Shinma were like more of a struggle.
Oh, instead of just being super one-sided every time.
Yeah, it's like the Shinma appears, lava like cuts him in some way, and then fire. There's more of a shit. I wish there was more of a struggle. Like in the last episodes, there are more of a struggle. Like Larva like had to deal with like hella people.
Yeah,
and he was getting hurt and stuff. Like one of his hands broke.
Oh
so,
my god.
But yeah, and then Miyu fighting Chisato was another struggle because she didn't want to hurt Chisato because they were friends.
Right.
Also, there was another thing where the Chisato had an egg in her stomach.
The hell?
Yeah, and that's what they were waiting for it to hatch. So that's why they gave him the thing so that Miyu wouldn't notice the egg.
Okay.
and Chisato's parents are chickens. It's funny.
What the hell? All right.
Like chicken people.
Chicken people. A change I will make is I wish it was an easier way to watch this anime.
I know. We need to get the rights to this anime and then put it on Hulu.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I don't know. I just don't understand why a lot of these anime aren't, especially like old anime like this, like would be like for preservation of the art.
Yeah.
Should be somewhere where you could watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not for free, but somewhere where you can watch it.
Yeah.
Nice streaming.
I mean, there's like all these things of like preserving video games. We need to like preserve anime as well because there's a lot of anime that are just like nobody knows about anymore.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's gonna be sad. Yeah,
that's what this podcast is for: is to bring light onto some anime that everybody forgot.
Yeah, exactly. So there's hopefully we can turn people on to more anime, and then they'll bring them back.
Yeah, exactly. Get a Miyu figure. I would love that.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's never gonna happen. All right, Jay.
So now that I'm gonna give this a flat recommend.
Yeah.
But with the stipulation that you buy the DVDs.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't recommend, because even going through illegal means is almost hard to do it. Because I don't think any of like Kiss anime or whatever had it even on there.
Oh, you checked?
Yeah.
I didn't check Kiss Anime because
No.
I hate dealing with that
I
website.
also hate dealing with the website, but I was like, I want to watch more
Yeah.
because usually when you Google stuff, like even if it's on Kiss Anime, it'll show up,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't even show on my research, and I was like, like I didn't care enough for it to go and
Yeah, exactly.
have to jump through the hoops that's Kiss Anime.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll also give this a recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know where it's gonna go on my.
Yeah, this is gonna since we're gonna go back to it eventually. It's another like I'll probably put it like somewhere low on the list,
Yeah,
and it can go up from there
exactly.
once I watch it all the way through.
Again.
Mm.
All right. So now that we're done killing innocent people,
Yeah, we froze the orphans and
we froze the orphan,
and then shattered it.
shattered them in front of their
Their
siblings.
What do you have for us, Aaron? What are we watching next week
All right. So we are watching.
or this week?
Oh yeah, this week. Yeah. So this week we are watching When They Cry.
Okay.
So this is an anime that's been like a meme to all hell. I don't know if you ever seen.
No, I've heard of it, but
Yeah, it's very gory
okay.
anime. I don't know if I guess it's not a spoiler because I want to say what happened. There's some weird, really bad torture scenes
Oh God.
in this anime.
All right. How many episodes is this?
26.
Okay. And
So I'm afraid it's going to be torture porn.
okay. Where can we watch it?
Hulu.
Okay, so it's definitely MA rating, right?
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I really hope it's not just torture porn.
Okay, me
I'm
too.
I'm hoping, but there's some really bad
Torture.
torture scenes in it.
Okay. I don't know if I'm excited for this one, but
I don't know if I'm excited
'Cause
for
I-
it either.
'cause
This
I'm-
is like my third choice.
yeah, the other two choices that you had, like you couldn't find them, right?
Yeah. And then the other one was like another 24 episode one, but I wanted to pick a more horror
Okay.
related anime.
My next pick is actually gonna. I think it's 12 or 13 episodes,
Oh, yeah,
so
let's see.
that'll be a breather.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm hoping it's not too like.
Yeah, I hope it's not cringy or anything like that.
No,
Because
it's gonna
I don't
be-
really like torture.
I don't either.
I'm more of a go stab the person than like hostile the
rip
movie.
their nails out of their
Yeah.
hand.
Oh my god. Okay, but we'll watch it and we'll review it.
Mm,
SoundCloud, like us on SoundCloud. Subscribe on iTunes. Give us a high review on there. Subscribe on YouTube.
yeah, it's still doing Danganronpa. We might take a day off of it because I think we're out. We might be out of videos.
Yeah.
I think I might have 2 or 3 I can put up there. So maybe we might take a break on Friday, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta.
We could try to record like next Saturday or something like that.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah, because
Because Sunday
Sunday
we have an outing that we're going to.
yeah, yeah, hopefully because by then I'll have my schedule sorted out by then.
Oh, I have the following Monday off, so whenever you get off of work or before work, we can.
Yeah, okay.
Before you work,
Well,
we
not
can do
before
that.
work, but because I start at 6:00.
In the morning.
Yeah,
Oh
in the
yeah.
morning.
Okay then.
So yeah, so when I get off work at 2,
Yeah,
we
that'll
can,
be perfect then.
yeah, we record a bunch of Danganronpa. Hopefully, so if we come like at 2:30, that's a little inside right now. But if we come at 2:30, we could probably finish the game
Okay. Yeah.
because I think we only have 5 hours left, maybe.
All right. You might be dead after that though. After Sunday and then working.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun though. It's fine.
All right. So we'll see you guys in the next podcast.
See ya, ghouls later.
You've come back to be with me!
Oh no! What did I do to my father?
Laura, please just hold me again. Please caress me against your bosom.
Oh, father!